Hi everyone, good evening. You're welcome to my channel. Can you all hear me? Happy Sunday to you. How you guys doing today? Yeah, I was supposed to come on live yesterday, but I've been so busy. Today being Sunday, it's been a lot. It's been a lot, guys. How on a day? All right, so we are still on this issue. Yakachi versus Miss Universe Nigeria. Now is this particular live stream is between Chichi and Miss Universe Nigeria. Okay. So you guys remember in my last video, I said something about Yekachi unfollowing the Miss Universe Nigeria organization. So you're coming in like this live stream, please. I talked about Yekachi unfollowing Miss Universe Nigeria organization due to what happened between. Sorry, I talked about Chidima, not Yekachi. Chidima unfollowing the Miss Universe Nigeria organization. All right, guys, just give me a minute. Hi guys, can you hear me? Okay. Sorry for the break in transmission. All right, guys. So sorry, I had to. Something came up. I had to attend to it. Very, very important. Sorry for the break in transmission. All right. So for those of you that are coming in, please like the live stream. Okay. So this particular story that I've started, the story not too long. I no talk too much. So you guys remember I did a video on Tuesday last week when I talked about the fact that Yekachi's application was rejected by Miss Universe Nigeria. All right, so a lot of persons came out, expressing their anger, that Yekachi was rejected, without any due cause, without any reason. She was rejected by the organization because of the fact that, you guys know, in fact, you guys should go and watch that video. I don't want to talk much about that video. But out of the persons that, registered their anger, Chidima was amongst the queens that were really, really, really standing in solidarity with Yekachi. And she made a statement. She said that she's going to stand with Yekachi in this, and she's going to throw her support behind Yekachi. and she was telling Yekachi to tell her story. Okay, so Chidima was amongst the queen that was suddenly behind Yekachi when she announced the fact that she was rejected by Miss Universe Nigeria organization. You guys remember? In fact, you guys should go and watch my video. Man, I no go talk too much. When I go watch my video, the video I did on Tuesday about this particular issue. All right. So now, reports reaching us states that after that whole incident, after the rejection and everything, Chidima unfollowed the Miss Universe Nigeria organization allegedly. But I had to go confirm, and I found out that actually she unfollowed the Miss Universe Nigeria organization. Okay, so let's just say that there are some issues. To me personally, I feel like she had prior issues with the organization before Yekachi's rejection, because you can't just unfollow. Let's just be logical. Me, I'm being logical when I'm explaining things. I'm not. I'm not biased. I don't want to be biased in this situation. But normally, in the normal, let's just say you in the normal situation, in a normal situation, Chidema is not allowed as a queen, as the current queen. She's not allowed to unfollow Miss Universe Nigeria organization. Let's just be factual. Me, I know they like to, I know they, I know they like to talk here, talk here. I like to be straightforward in what I'm doing. uh Normally, she's not supposed to unfollow Miss Universe Nigeria organization because she is the current queen. Do you understand? She's the current queen. So no matter what, she's still the current queen and she's still under that platform. They gave her the platform for her to represent us in Miss Universe. And you guys know that she's holding a title, a very serious title. That's what she's holding. Miss Universe Oceania, Miss Universe Africa and Oceania. That's the title that she's currently holding. You understand? So she's not supposed to unfollow Miss Universe organization. Let's look at it from a layman's view. Normally, she's not supposed to unfollow Miss Universe organization because you are the queen, you are representing the organization, you are under their platform, and you hold a very huge title, Miss Universe Africa and Oceania. So now if you unfollow the organization, on which platform that you stand on, so how is that possible for you to unfollow the organization that gave you the platform for you to become Miss Universe Africa and Oceania? It doesn't really make sense. Even if you are angry with the organization, do you understand? Even if you are angry with the organization, it does not give her the right to unfollow them in a normal balance. So in a normal layman's view, that is my own opinion. Hello, Divine. How are you doing? Good evening. You're welcome. So please, you're coming in, like this live stream. Okay, so Divine said, why did she unfollow them? That is what I'm explaining to you. I don't know if you were here before now, where I talked about Yekachi's issue with the organization. I don't know if you're aware that Yekachi was rejected. Rejected. Her application was rejected by Miss Universe Nigeria. Nigeria. I don't know if you were here. So that was where the story came from. So Ekachi's application was rejected. So, and after that rejection, she came online and she talked about it on her Instagram page and all that. And most of the Nigerian queens, both past and present, they were they were commenting on her video, on that particular video that she did. They were supporting her. They were standing with her, against the Miss Universe of Nigeria organization, saying that they didn't have the right to reject her. They were really really empathizing with her, giving her words of encouragement and all that. Even Chidima's comment, I also talked about Chidima's comment that she dropped in that particular video, where she supported Yekachi, and she was like, Yekachi should tell her story, what happened between her and the organization and why she was rejected. That was, what really happened. But after that incident, we got to know that, or we got to later find out that Chidima had, unfollowed the Miss Universe Nigeria organization. I think it was after that incident with Yekachi. That was when she unfollowed the Miss Universe Nigeria organization. So So I feel like after that incident, after she unfollowed the organization, people now started saying that maybe there's trouble in paradise. So probably they have an issue aside from Ekachi's story. Maybe there's some issues that have been going on behind closed doors that we don't know about. Sure, you understand? So that was what people were speculating. That there's some issues. Although before that incident, I don't really hear say there was some issues. She has issues with the organization, but I wasn't sure about it. So I did not come out on my channel to say anything. I just kept mum, pending when she comes out and tell her story. Not be me go talk when I know sure about the story. So I did not really say anything. So that was the reason. So I think like you mentioned, like this that you asked now, this question you asked, that was the reason why she unfollowed the organization. So that was what we thought. In fact, that was what we think happened. But some people are saying that there are some underlying issues that she has with the organization. Maybe they don't get some kind before we don't know. Yeah, you understand. But my coming from my own stand, I feel like she doesn't even have a right, even if she's supporting Yekachi. Chidima does not have a right to unfollow the organization because she's still under their platform. She's still the current queen. If she unfollows them, how is she going to pass out or pass on her crown? Because right now we just finished the screening for this year's pageant. They just finished the first screening, the first virtual screening. They're gonna have the physical screening probably this week or next week. I'm not sure, but very soon they're gonna have the physical screening where they're gonna choose the finalists for this year's competition. So I don't understand it. Now that she has unfollowed the organization. Is it that there's an underlying issue that we don't know about? Because she she needs to hand over her crown. And if you're not in good standing or you're not in good terms with the organization, how are you able to pass on your crown? So she not get right to unfollow Miss Universe Nigeria organization. That is just my own point of view. In as much as you are trying to support Ekachi, in as much as you don't agree with what the organization did, but as a current queen, you're not supposed to take sides. And even if you take sides, you're not supposed to unfollow the organization because you are still under their platform. That is just it. So make it not be say she can't dey bite the hand we feed her. You understand? Let it not be like she's trying to bite the hands that fed her because we all know her story, how she came on board, how how the organization invited her from South Africa. Because with this incident now, so I'm sure that South Africans now they will be like, okay, now there's trouble in paradise. After you've left us, you are now having issues with the organization that gave you a succor or that welcomed you in when we rejected you. You understand? So I feel like before as a current queen, before you take a stand, you have to realize that you are still the current title holder. So you need to know that you're not supposed to even if you take sides, it's not supposed to be of public knowledge. We're not supposed to know that, oh, you unfollow the organization and you have issues with them. Except probably there's another issue. That's what I think. Oh, it's not you cannot because of just this Kachi issue, then you now follow the organization. There must be an issue that maybe probably she has issue with them personally. She should not use Kachi's story as an avenue or as an excuse to unfollow the organization. That is where I'm coming from. That is my own point of view in this particular matter. So if you have any cultural opinion, please comment down below. But for me, my own understanding, I feel like as a current queen, you're not even supposed to do that. You're not supposed to unfollow the organization because make it make sense. You are still under their platform. So why would you unfollow the organization? Why would you not severe ties with them? Because to me, oh, this unfollowing of them, it means that she wants to actually severe ties with them. Like she won't cut off from them. She don't want anything to do with them again. So how is that possible? Do you understand? So please, if you have any cultural opinion, let's discuss. What do you think is actually the problem here? Do you think that there's an issue on ground, or it's because of Yekachi's problem or Yekachi's issue that she just unfollowed the organization and severed ties with them. What do you guys think? Divine said, I don't think it is because of the Yekachi issue made her to unfollow them, because that's not really her business. Hi guys, can you hear me? Sorry guys, I'm back. Oh, I had some network glitches, but um, I hope you can hear me. Okay, all right. Okay, so I'm back now. Sorry for the breaking transmission. So please, I want you guys to let me know your thoughts. If you're going to be watching this live stream, what do you think about this particular issue? Because that for me, I think that she shouldn't have done that, because it's not her fight. You understand? Even in as much as she's supporting Yakachi, it's not her fight to go ahead and unfollow the organization on which she's still a queen under their platform. She's still the current queen. You understand? So it doesn't really make sense. I feel like at this point it should be sanctions to that. It should be sanctions to that. And I also feel like depends on the contract that she signed with the organization. The contract should state all the terms clearly, that as a beauty queen, you're not supposed to take sides when you're the current queen. You're not supposed to take sides with anybody, on any issue. See, in as much as you are still the current queen, you're not supposed to take sides with any side. She's not supposed to take sides, against the organization, because she's still under their platform. So I feel at this point, I don't know what is happening. A lot of things, according to some persons, they're saying that probably she has issues with the organization prior to what happened with Yekachi. But for me personally, she's not even supposed to have unfollowed the organization, because she's still the current queen, and she still owes them a duty as the current queen to uphold whatever the organization says, irrespective of the fact that it doesn't align with her. So at this point, what do you guys think? For me, if it's a personal issue she has with the organization, I understand if she unfollows them. If it's a personal issue, but this is not a personal issue. If the organization, they've not really done her any, like they've not had any issues with her, then she should not, use Yakachi as an excuse to unfollow them and to sever ties with them. It does not really make sense. So one of my subscribers here also mentioned the same thing. He also said that it's not none of our business, and because she's under that platform, she shouldn't. Okay, guys, sorry for that breaking transmission. I think network is kind of glitchy this evening, so I will just round up very very soon. Okay, so if you're going to be watching the live stream, let us know your thoughts on this particular issue. But I still stand on the fact that Chidima wouldn't have followed the organization, irrespective of what happened. If it's not a personal issue she has with the organization, then she does not have any right to do that. But if it's a personal issue she has with the organization, then of course she can unfollow them because of any personal misunderstanding or anything. But this is Yekachi's fight, okay? So she shouldn't, you know, be part of that. She shouldn't, even if you're standing with Yekachi, but at the same time you are still the current queen. You're still under their platform. So you should try as much as possible to respect the platform on which you stand as a beauty queen. That is how it's supposed to be. That is what I think. All right. So for me personally, she wasn't. She did wrong to unfollow the organization. If it's not her personal fight or her personal issue, you know, she shouldn't, because of Yekachi's personal uh, issue with the organization, then now um, use that as an excuse to unfollow the organization. It's not right. It's not done that way. So I feel like you should retrace her steps and do the right thing, okay, and make sure that at least you're still the current queen. Hand over your crown, and whatever issue we have with the organization, you trash it out with them personally, and don't use Yekachi as an excuse, or as a tool to unfollow the organization. Okay, that is my own thoughts on this issue. All right, guys. So if you're watching this live stream, comment down on your thoughts and let us know what you think on this particular issue. All right, I'll end the live stream here so that because of the network issues I'm having. So yeah, I'll see you all in another live stream later, because there's a lot of information on Miss Universe Nigeria 2025 pageant. Okay, so very soon they're going to be unveiling the finalists for this year's pageant, and I can't wait to give you guys the lowdown on the finalists. Okay, on for this year's pageant. Okay, so just hang on my channel. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe, like this video, like this live stream, share, and subscribe to my channel. Click on the bell notification button so that you get notified whenever I post videos. Okay, whenever I post any content, you'll be the first to get notified. Okay, all right, guys, I'll see you all in my next video, another video coming up very soon. Good night, everyone, and have a lovely night, a lovely weekend. Yeah, let me thank everybody for coming. Divine, thank you for coming. And thank you all for joining me today. Please, before you leave the live stream, like the live stream, like and share, please. Thank you so much, and good night.